into a foundation. Truly yours. And before we go on, I just want to thank each and everyone who was present last week for the discussion. And today we have Fatima, we have Ebenezer Korte, and then we have Mumuni, we have Francis as well. And I'm your host, Ellen. So welcome once again to the Vibez and Ventz Show. And today we are going to continue with the Boarding House Diaries. And last week was very interesting. We had a lot of fun. We had a lot of memories that we all talked about on how we survived, especially in the boarding house. So we're going to go straight. Then after the questions and all that, we go into some trending issues. There's a lot of concern going on, especially on TikTok. And some are suggesting for the banning of TikTok in Ghana. So, but we are going to get there. All right, so I'll start with you. Before we go on, since Fatima has not joined us yet, Francis, you step in for Fatima until she joins us. Thank you very much.
Okay, sure.
All right, sure. Okay, I'll start with you, Ebenezer. Ebenezer Korte, what was the most bizarre or unforgettable experience you had during your time in the boarding school? Can you hear me? Ebenezer? Okay, Ebenezer is online, but seems unavailable. Ebenezer, if you could hear me.
Hi,
right.
hello.
Okay, Ebenezer, if you can hear me, did you get the question or I had to repeat it again?
Yes, please repeat it.
What was your most unforgettable experience back in boarding house?
Oh, okay. So so like let's say I didn't know that you have to
Ebenezer,
reserve.
if you could, okay, all right, sure. This.
I didn't know that you don't have to eat all your provisions and all on this. I have sweet tooth. Like I keep eating my provisions and all those stuff. And when it got to almost time for vacation, that's why I suffered from severe hunger. So
Sorry about that. Okay.
so I didn't know about that, and then
You didn't, if I could hear you, if I got you correctly, I didn't get you correctly. Please, if you could repeat that for us.
Okay, it was I didn't as in like when I went to as a fresher, I didn't know that you have to manage your provisions and all this stuff. I couldn't do that. I thought I could. There will be more, so I keep eating my provisions and all those stuff. Like so later on, when it was time, it was before vacation, and then that's when severe hunger starts striking.
Brookie arrested you in the middle of the tent, I guess. So that was your most bizarre experience when you were in boarding house. That's an interesting one. Boarding house was teaching you how to survive as a very tender age, or let me say, when you are no longer with mommy and daddy. So thank you very much, Ebenezer, for that experience. I believe you learned your lesson not to misuse food, I guess.
Well, I really learned my lesson the hard way. Learned my lesson the hard way.
Okay. All right. Fatima was online a few minutes and then she's gone again. All right. Okay, so let's go to Francis. Francis, what was your most bizarre or unforgettable experience when you were in the boarding house?
Well, mine was, see, when you're in Form 1, they pamper you, like your parents pamper you when you're in Form 1 because you are fresh. But as time goes on, let's say the first term, they'll pamper you. Second term, they'll pamper you a bit. Third term, small. But from Form 2, when you call them, they won't even pick your call.
Eesh.
For you to just survive, just try and survive. So when they have it, they will send it to you. Like they want you to feel the stress of the boarding house and know how to
survive.
Yeah.
Oh, that's some cool parents there.
So they'll leave you to survive. So let's say if like a month you're hungry for a month, the following month they'll be like, okay, are you okay? How is school? How is life? Then they'll send you something small and they'll ghost on you.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yours is very interesting. Like
they'll ghost on you. No, that's how it is. That's how. So like they see you at home. So like when they see you at home, they'll be like, oh, my son, you're at home. Then they start laughing.
So meaning before you go to the boarding house, you have they tell you all these?
No, they don't tell you. When you get there, and so like they keep calling, asking you, oh, how is school? Are you
Are you okay?
Are you okay? Yeah. So to get to a point, they won't call you again. They'll stop calling you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now you have to call them, and when you start calling, that means that you're in distress.
Yes.
So you need to find your way.
I'm going to cry my eyes out. I tell you. I don't want to be in your situation because that is wild.
Oh yeah, but
wow.
It was fun. Like in a way.
Yes,
so that helped me.
So you already have a very you will know when to do certain things, when to be. You have to be responsible.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Wow. Thank you very much. I've never experienced like no one has ever told me your situation, but that is an interesting.
It's because when they keep pampering you, you still like rely on home. So they have to leave you on the feed for yourself because over there you
have to go hungry a little.
Yeah, you're in the jungle, so it's not as if they'll be there for you forever. So you need to know how to control yourself and also control and tame your hunger.
Whoa. Thank you very much, Francis. Fatima, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Okay, today everybody doesn't. It seems nobody wants me to see their faces. Anyway, we are talking about the Boarding House Diaries, and we are all talking about the most bizarre experience we all had when we went to the boarding house. And Francis was able to tell us how the parents are going to treat you when you go to school. Ebenezer also told us that he didn't know that you have to save food for later. He was just eating with both hands. When Brookie saw him in the middle of the year, in the middle of the term, that's when he knew that there was something called hunger. So he learned his lesson the hard way. Thank you very much, Ebenezer. Okay, Fatima, the same question. What was your most bizarre or unforgettable experience when you were in the boarding house?
Okay, so I also had similar experience. When you go first, the pampering, first semester, they call you, check up on you. When it's visiting, they come with all kinds of food and everything. But when you get to second year, then you start to know there's something called wahala in senior high.
Whoa. Wow. Oh, Fatima, can you hear me?
Hello, yes, I can. My network is really bad.
Oh, okay. All right. So continue from where you start.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you. Okay, since Fatima is having issues with her network, let me move on to Mumuni. Mumuni, good evening and welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much. Good evening.
Thanks. Good evening.
Yeah.
What was your most bizarre or unforgettable experience when you went to body?
I think there are a lot, but the one that I remember, if I think about boarding school, is my first time of reporting to the boarding school. So our school was like that every assembly, they try to check the men whether they are wearing singlet inside or not. So when we were told that we should buy singlets, at least 3. They should come with it
Okay.
to school. So I never knew like singlets would have been very expensive over there. So when I got there, my first week, I went to do washing. So after the washing, I went to dry my things. I was there like drying the things. Then I'm going to fetch water to come and bath. When I came back, I couldn't even find one.
Whoa.
So like I was I was stranded. Like luckily enough, I had a friend that also came with me. So he had to give his to me to manage for the semester before I can get mine if we go home. So I think with the lesson I learned here was that anywhere I go, I should try and make sure that my security is prioritized. I shouldn't go anywhere then believing like I'm still in the house or not. That really taught me a lesson.
Good, good, good. I'm really enjoying this conversation. And you can also log in. We are live on TikTok. We are also on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook, and also on X. So join the conversation. What was your most bizarre experience back in the boarding house? And I have Frances, I have Fatima, I also have Mumuni, and also Ebenezer Kote. And we are really they are really telling me what happened to them back in school. As for me, I think I enjoyed boarding house more than when I was home because small thing, I just call my daddy. I just need to change my voice, and then my pastor is on the way. So I think I no, the thing was that I can't remember one time I misplaced my uniform. That is the house uniform that we wear. We call it the print. So my print was hanged. I washed everything. I hanged it at the back line. I just got there. It was like my instincts were talking to me. I got there and then a lady left the back lines and I couldn't find my most desired print. So I just went straight to her dormitory where my classmate was. And I said, somebody stole my print. And she was like, I will get like you. So we started laughing. I was like, it's not funny. Something is missing. And she told me that, oh, I should relax. Probably I will find it. Me, I said, I'm going to buy egg. I don't even know where the idea came from. I'm in Form 1, remember. I just said and the lady I saw was, I think, Form 2. I just said, give me money, I'm going to buy egg. I'm coming to Cares whoever took my print. And she was like, are you serious? I was like, yeah, I'm damn serious. And she said, relax, we will find it. Let's go to Prep and Come. We went for Prep and Come when my print was on my bed. I wonder
Fear.
how.
I think the person got scared and returned it.
Yeah, it's a fear.
Yeah.
Yeah, scare them a bit, but like that doesn't happen in the boys' dormitory. It's the girls that fear, but the boys.
Yes, and girls and the way they are, like, why will you take my print? My print, for crying out loud, my print. It was silk. And it was, I think my school mother gave it to me. When I came, I wasn't given a house uniform at once. So she needed to sort me out. And I really loved the print because it was on me size, by then it was size 12, on my body. How would you do that? I got it back. So there were a lot of interesting things, but I think my school mother also shaped me in a way. She will make sure that I don't just eat my provision. She locked my money in her locker, and when I need money, I have to come. And she will ask me questions. She was just acting like my dad. She will ask me questions. What do you need the money for? What are you going to use it for? And I have to explain myself. Write a whole note before I will get my own money that my dad has.
Your own money.
Yes, my own money.
Then I guess you used to save a lot.
Oh yes, I did. And later on, she was informed. So when she left, the freedom I had. So I had so much freedom. I could now handle my own money. I could buy what I want. I'll buy chibo. There was this interesting bread on campus. The bread you buy bread, very soft bread. Then you buy egg, boiled egg that they put stew inside with everything. Oh, Charlie, that we loved it. Stew, the stew was, all my money was spent on that thing. Whoever that woman who was selling that thing, God will not forgive her for ruining my life. Okay, so thank you very much for all that experience back in boarding house. So, okay, so my next question is, why do you think boarding schools in Ghana are often associated with hardship? Does it contribute to a sense of discipline among students? I'll start with Ebenezer. Hello, Ebenezer.
Yeah, I think it all spurs to being disciplined, as in like getting to be organized, because you get to lay your own bed, like you get to save, you get to like be you get to learn how to save and do a lot of things on your own, like be an independent person. Maybe it shapes you to your future, towards your future aspirations and goals. So I think, yeah.
So that's the hardship you are talking about.
Yes. Yeah. It's
Okay,
some sort
but I
of,
don't
it's
see it
still some
as
sort
a
of
hard.
discipline.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how I feel.
Okay. Lumuni.
Yeah, I can hear you, bro. So
Okay.
the fact that I think that most people are tagging boarding school as a hardship place is that most of our Ghanaian parents, they like to pamper most of us when growing up, especially in your teens. So they'll be like, "Oh, he's still growing up. There are things that he's not supposed to be doing, like a lot." So because of that, some of us, if we go to the boarding school, things that we are not used to doing it in the house, so we now find it difficult doing it. And mind you, people were there before you. So they will like that you should also cope with them. So in trying to do so, you will see it like they are being hard on you. There's some kind of hardship in boarding house. So that's what I think is making people to tag boarding house as a place that makes things hard for people. But notwithstanding that, I think with all that is happening, it's something that is coming to instill discipline in us. Because that wasn't what we were taught in the house. And when we came here, we were taught that thing. And if you go to the house, most of our parents, they see those changes. They will be like, "Oh, my son has changed, my daughter has changed." Boarding house in a way has shaped his life. Some people, they will be stubborn in the house, but if they get to the school, then they come back. You see, like now they are now calm. They listen to whatever thing they say and a lot. So I think the hardship they always tag to boarding house is a way like should I say they are being sarcasm or something like that.
Thank you very much, Muni. Thank you. That's what we term as hardship in you. Okay, Fatima.
Yeah. For me, I think when you're in the situation, like when you're there, you feel like there's hardship. But when you leave, you get to know that what they were doing, they were just training you and guiding you. Because like you said, you are being served breakfast, lunch, supper. There's time for breakfast, there's time for lunch, there's time. But when you're at home, you can eat whenever you want. You can take breakfast, then an hour later, you are eating again and all that. So for me personally, when I went to senior, I lost a lot of weight because looking at the time we used to eat and all that, and don't save you more than one ladle. You see, what your colleagues get is what you get. So all these things, they shape us. And
Oh, Fatima was making an interesting point, but her network is
some
really.
of us, when we got to senior, that worship really shaped us. But when you are in this, you are suffering. But when you get out, you see that it's good. Preps time, you go, you learn. When you come to the university, it's all part of you. At 7, you feel like getting up and picking your book and learning. So I feel like it's when you're in the situation that you think there's hardship, but when you leave, I think you will love it.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Francis, would you like to give us, um, tell us the reason why people
Okay.
associate with
I'll
the body?
say I'll say it's hardship when you're in Form 1. But when you become a senior, you feel like a king because you wake up at your own time, you control, you can send anybody to fetch water for you. But the hardship is when you have an altercation with a senior and that senior becomes like your worst enemy and every little thing they send you on errands. They'll say go and wait this place. So like they'll throw a stone.
God, I had that experience.
They'll throw a stone to a certain distance for you to read from here to here and all those things. So I'll say that when you're a junior, that's when you feel like you are being, but when you get to their level, you understand that, oh, okay, power is sweet. So I understand the hardship. You just have to pass through it and you understand.
So,
But it's normal.
so entirely, we are all not saying it's hardship, but a form of discipline, right?
Yeah, training.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Because let's say in our universities or when you are doing your masters or whatever, I don't think anyone is waking you up when learn. You wake up. And in the corporate world too, nobody is coming to tell you that once you go to work, you definitely know that you have to go to work because you'll be fired. And those training and everything started from somewhere. Okay, so it's not necessarily that it's hardship, but it's a form of training and discipline students.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. Thank you all. You can all join the conversation on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook, on X, and also on YouTube and also on TikTok. Like, okay, so how did your experience in boarding school shape your perspective on education or life? I'll start with Fatima. Hello, Fatima. Okay, Fatima is not responding, so I'll throw the question to Mumuni.
Please, can you repeat the question?
How did your experience in the boarding school shape your perspective on education in life? Or life, sorry.
I think a lot. It has made me realize that education is not just about you going to study books, then you come back in the house. In a way, it helps to shape your, should I say, your personality, your relationship with people, how you go about handling things, and a whole lot. So a good scenario is that for my part of the world, especially where I come from, I see it to be like the difference between I and my parents who didn't even have the opportunity to go to school is that uh, they are able to do everything that as like an ordinary person on earth here, you should be able to do. But that critical thinking aspect, when it comes to the develop, like as in the way the world is moving faster with a lot of things, they lack those stuff. So I should be able to, in a way, not to think like them, but have a very much critical thinking capacity than them. So I think the educational, the boarding aspect of the educational system has helped a lot. So I've now been able to see school or education as not only going to study, then at the end you get a job for yourself, but rather it will shape almost every aspect of your life.
Okay. Ebenezer. Okay.
I think one thing high school boarding school taught me was like I should cherish every minute and every second spent with individual, because when you are out of school you wouldn't meet them again. Like you will never see you'll never see them. Maybe you might come across some people, but then some people you never come across again, like forever and ever. So like those memories are just something we should uphold. And then also like it taught me a lot how to manage resources and other stuff. Like it really helped me because currently in the university, if you don't know how to manage resources and all that's like you'll be I'm not sure you'll be able to live here. Yeah. So like it really helped me shape my
All right, thank you very much. Francis, Fatima is gone, so Francis,
So
okay,
I'll say so about the education, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So with that one, I'll say prep. So with prep, even if you don't like learning and you go to prep, your friends, seeing your friends learn will sometimes motivate you to learn. And also to sometimes if you don't understand something, they can even help you. And your friend can also motivate you to, oh, prep, way assignments, way. So sometimes to shaping you to, I mean, the things that you don't know. And like sometimes when you see something difficult in class and you are prep, they can even explain it for you easily there and you understand. Because sometimes the teachers in school too, they are so complicated. They explain the things sharply the way they want and think that everybody understands them. If like 1/3 of the class understands what they are teaching, that's all. They don't care about the rest. So maybe I think the boarding house really helps people to be on time. Sometimes to helps you manage your time to and know what to do. And yeah, so I say it helps a lot in education.
Thank you very much. I think my experience in the boarding house, I'll say, it shaped my perspective towards life. It makes me look at life as it's a season. Everything just pass. You experience this at this particular time, and then it's gone. It's a new phase. You have to experience another thing, and the list goes on like that. And also, to meet new people, how to adapt, how to adjust to certain people, and how not to be clumsy because your stuff will get missing. And also, it makes you organized. I don't used to back in when I was in JSS. I don't wake up and lay bed, but I saw that when I went to school, you have to lay your bed. You have to use a white bed. You have to know how to use how do you call it, a white towel and all that. So it makes me addicted to using white towel so that when it gets dirty, I can wash it in time. Those are some of the things that I learned. Sorry, and how to associate with people all the time. So I think boarding house did a lot for those of us who stayed with parents growing up. So I think that, hello Fatima.
Hello?
Fatima.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm so sorry. What's my network again?
Oh, okay. So I want to know how your experience in the boarding house shaped your perspective on education and also on life.
Okay. So for me personally, I went to a girls' school. So it was just girls, but all the same, I got the chance to socialize with my friends and learn a lot from them. And also this hello?
Hi, we can hear you.
Yeah, so like I was saying, also
Fatima. Oh, okay.
yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Please continue.
Yeah, and also education wise, I got to learn a lot. The
Oh, Fatima. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Fatima's line, I apologize for that. Okay, So let me go to the next question. What changes would you recommend improving the boarding house school experience in Ghana? So I'll start with Francis.
Come again, what's the question again?
What changes would you recommend to improve the boarding experience in Ghana?
Okay, now I think the food, yeah, the food especially, and also sometimes to the congestion in the room and the fan and everything is yes, okay, some of the fans are not working. I don't know. For some fans, they are not working, and there's too much heat, especially, and the ventilation in the room too is really bad. It's so some are very very enclosed, and so when it's light out, unless you open the door, some of them have to sleep naked, and or for the boys, some of them they sleep naked, some of them they sleep outside. So yeah, so I say the ventilation and the food. I can't hear anything.
Sorry.
I can't hear. Okay,
Yes,
okay, I can hear you now.
all right, so sorry. Okay. Thank you very much, Francis. Thank you. So Francis talked about the food and also the
Ventilation.
ventilation. So I think that's cool. All right, so Mumuni.
So the things that I think the boarding house should try and change is the way they talk to students before they even get to choose the schools that they are supposed to go. So like sometimes they made it in such that there are some things that if you get to the boarding house, so you will not be able to do. But in the actual sense, that's not what is normal. That's not how it's normally. They are normally. Sorry, I don't know. My bro is not coming this evening. So,
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. You
yeah.
can put in
So what I
another
was
sentence.
saying is that. So with regards to the orientation before you get to the boarding house, so I think a lot of things that maybe they are not really that rampant in the boarding house. So they should be made clear to those that are yet to go to the boarding house. So all you know, what I'm trying to say is that the orientation period or the orientation structure should be well structured in such that students will get more understanding of what they are coming to experience in the boarding house.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. Let's go to Ebenezer.
Okay, I'll say mine is the bully culture. The bully culture that's like because you're a fresher, you have to pass through some traditions and all those. The bully culture and tradition, like in this boarding school, like should be really paid attention to. It seems like the tradition every fresher should pass through, but then no, it kind of it's not really needed. Yes.
Okay. Even university grad, they have been doing it. Okay, how much more SHS? But the homos night, I missed it. I wish I had done some where they dress you in a funny way. That's weird. But I missed it. I wish I had like. Pardon?
It's something that everyone like. If you have done it before, you could have wished that every year you should be doing it.
And so I think, but
Irrespective of
Ebenezer
your
doesn't
level.
like the idea.
I think it's a very nice. It's a very nice thing for that culture. There,
they can retain that, but then no, they.
Okay, so I believe, Ebenezer, I believe you don't like the idea of the bullying, like where they will be beating.
Yeah.
And you, the guys, you suffer, but we, the girls, we don't really suffer like that. But we do a lot of scrubbing. The scrub is more. If you get on some senior, you will scrub tire.
I think
We
with
were
the
doing
bullying,
night scrubbing, stone scrubbing. We are using stone to scrub the floor. Well,
wow.
it had to, yes, because when we do that and we scrub the next day, The place is neat.
I think the bullying aspect Ebenezer is talking of, something can be done about it. I can remember very well the year I was doing my new note night, the school authorities instructed that they shouldn't be bullied. And if any fresher thinks that he is being bullied or she is being bullied, she should
Okay.
report.
Wow.
So
Wow.
I think with
It
that
can be
aspect,
recruited, yeah.
yeah, something can be done about it. Other than that, in the Ninos night is a very nice experience that everyone would like to experience.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Fatima, you are
Yes.
back. Today you have suffered.
I swear, my network is just terrible.
Okay, so what changes will you recommend to improving the boarding school experience in Ghana?
Okay, so looking at a question like this, I think it varies from school to school because someone can talk about this and you might not even see it in your school. But generally, I think the pressure in the boarding house is too much. They wake you up at 4, you bath, then you go to class, you are back. You don't even get enough time to rest. Like 30 minutes time, you are going back to class. You're going to sit then for prep,
Oh,
then back.
oh,
Even on the
okay.
weekends, you are forced to
No,
go for
Fatima, come
entertainment.
again. How was it like? You say you go to school, you come back 30 minutes, you go back to school again. I don't understand.
Yes, they lock the dormitories up and you have to go to class and sit till it's time for prep. You just have your supper at 5. Then you go to class and you sit when it's time for prep around 7. For us, most times we used to go for prayers. So by 7:30, we are done with prayers and you march to class again for prep. Then after that, you go back, you sleep roughly around 10, 11. Then 4, you have to wake up again. So I felt like the pressure was just too much. But aside that, the food and other stuff, I thought it was just because of maybe the free SHS that the food got bad like that, because some schools had it better, like they said. And also the access to phones, I think there should be access to phones, even if you are not allowed to use phone on campus, but the phone booths should be working. But when we got to school, they were not working. So it was very hard to talk to your family, and by then you are not even that close to any teacher that you can just walk up to and ask for his or her phone to place a call. And also my school, we used to suffer a lot with teachers. I don't know whether it was because of the free SHS, but there were lots of courses that we didn't have tutors for. But I think we could improve upon that.
Okay. Thank you very much, Fatima. Fatima, you experienced
welcome.
the free SHS?
Come again.
Did you experience the free SHS?
Yes, please.
Oh wow, that
we started the gold track, green track, something. So it was really hard that time.
Okay, that's why.
Okay, yes,
That
because
track
you
was
didn't have
like
a lot of experience. Okay, so okay, so that is why there was that rush was there, I believe.
Yeah. And
Oh,
since we've been complaining that we don't spend much time on campus, because when you come, you have to go home for the gold track to also come. So they introduced something after classes.
Education in Ghana when that thing was introduced.
They introduced something after class that after 3:30 when you close, you have to sit for an hour or two again just to cover more topics and stuff, and it was really hectic.
You people suffered. We thought we suffered, but you people suffered past.
We suffered, Papa.
Wow.
I don't even know how we went through.
Wow. Oh, okay. Free SHS for money. You need to write a book on that.
I will.
Yeah, because that's too much. I don't think my mental health will not contain. And you these gens are able to contain that.
We were just complaining, but we were doing it.
Nothing we could have done about it.
We reported so many times to the SRC. I think they spoke to the teachers, but there was nothing they could really do.
There was little they could do. Oh wow. But I think that gold track system is over.
Yeah, for now I heard they are canceling it.
Oh,
but for our juniors, they're also doing it then. So I left school. I did gold track till I left school. Green track, gold track. For 3 years.
Wow. People were really doing a lot. All right,
that's some stress.
Pardon?
That's some stress. That gold track.
That's a lot of stress. a lot of stress because we that were even coming home for a month and going back cry, we say we were stressed. Hey, wow. Okay, Ebenezer, your hand was
Like, I think
Yeah, I wanted to talk about the fact the struggle you get to go through when you want SEAT in case you are sick, and then you have to go through some long process.
you
Explain
people
why.
experience SEAT in your school. Oh, ours was there was nothing like SEAT. The SEAT is there, but unless you are dying, they see that you are dying. Even that one, they will take you to Cape Coast General Hospital.
Hey.
And they'll call your parents to come. It's not easy.
Hmm.
You people had SEAT. Sorry. There's a lot of, hitches when because some people it is based on previous experiences, if you ask me, Ebenezer. Because there are some students who went for SEAT and a whole lot happened. They didn't go home. They went elsewhere. Some went to see their boyfriends. I don't know what they were collecting, but they went to see their boyfriends. Some went to chill in town. So I think that is why there's a struggle concerning SEAT in some secondary schools. Okay,
Yeah, I
Mumuni.
think they used to misuse it. They misuse this a lot.
Yes,
Yes.
Because
that-
they'll give you exact, then they'll meet you in town again. What are you doing in town?
what will you
And you are
say?
jumping. You that you were
Like,
claiming you are sick. You are in town chilling.
you're actually in town, so I think that's the more reason why SEAT was very difficult.
Difficult.
We
to
had
get.
nothing like midterm too, because there's no midterm.
No
That
meeting.
one too, because people will go for
But
midterm.
but them not. There were some people that genuinely needed it, and them not granting. They started scaling walls and stuff, which was also very bad.
Whoa. Wow.
Because you want to go home really bad, and they said they won't sign, so they'll go and scale the wall. So every time they used to this.
Why do you
Try
want to
and
go?
come
You are in school. Why do
Come
you want to?
again.
I'm asking, why do you want to go home? You are in school.
That's the question, but they always find reasons to go home.
Anyway,
And like you said, some people they don't go home. They don't get home. They go to see their boyfriends, their friends, have fun in town. Their parents don't even know they are in town.
You see, so as a school authority, I'll never give SEAT if I become headmistress. No SEAT, no meeting.
Hey, baby, kiddo.
That's
They'll
why.
hit you.
I wanted to comment on that.
They'll really hit you. You'll be given a nickname too.
Mumuni,
Yes.
your hand was up.
Yeah, so I wanted to comment on the free SHS, the part that they were
Okay.
having gold track, then the green track, the green
Okay.
track.
Okay, tell
But
us.
before the inception of that thing, previously they used to pick fewer people were able to go to school. But because of the free SHS, a lot of people were able to go to school. And with that one, I think that was why they came with the gold track and the green track. So
Yeah, because
instead,
not
if
facility.
if all of them were to be on campus, I think the pressure would have been much more than what Fatima was talking about. I happen
Wow.
to be,
Yeah,
I
sure.
also experienced that thing. But our school were so lucky enough that we used to have infrastructures, but as in those that come for the green track, will be few in the school. Like you even pass and you don't know that this is a school. The people are very few. But if it comes to the situation that all the tracks are supposed to be in school, like the people will be crowded in such a way that if you are going for dining, you have to go in tracks again. So this green track has to go, then they will come out, then the gold track has to go. So I think in a way it's something that it has helped a lot because considering the
Okay.
fact that all of them were to be in school, there would have been a lot on the teachers. And here is the case that there were not even enough teachers. Most of the things weren't available, dormitories, classrooms, a lot.
The pay too
A
was
lot
bad.
would have been happening.
Francis was saying something.
No, I was like the pay too was bad, so the teachers weren't getting enough motivation.
Whoa, yes, the motivation too is a factor.
Yeah, it
Because
wasn't.
let's say that gold track system, I think it was like how we were going to school in the morning and then in the afternoon.
Yeah, so
Like
it's
the
the same
shift system back in primary school.
Yeah.
I think it was just like the shift system, just that this one was just day and then morning session. but it wasn't managed well because that's a whole lot.
Should I say at that time they were trying to incorporate the 24-hour economy in the education system?
Yeah, and you know,
No,
for
no,
us,
no.
when we were
That was like 24 hours because that one they close and go home.
Yeah, they close and go home. I think
Yeah.
that there was the one that we would say was similar to the 24 hours was the anopanya, like the morning and the afternoon shift, where some of you go in the morning, close at 12, then people will come at 12:30, continue and close at 6 or 5.
Yeah, but this one they go like 3 months and they go on vacation. And
For
another
how
batch
long?
come and
it
do
wasn't
what they
really
did.
up to 3 months, so it wasn't up to 3 months.
Really?
Yeah,
Hey,
it
So,
was like
what they do
a
is
month
that
and a half, because
a
the
month.
gold track too have to come, and they have to do, like, you know, at first we used to do 3 terms, but then when we started the gold track, green track, we started doing semesters. So first semester, second semester, so you have to come spend some time,
So
then
there
go
was
so that the
nothing
gold
like
track will
10
come.
for you. You guys were experiencing semester instead
Yes.
of 10.
So
Hey.
that also affected us. And you know, the funny thing is that when we're in senior high, we were told that you need to get a certain grade limit before you are awarded the free SHS. So that was what we thought, and we were learning. They said aggregate 6 to 25. That was what I heard. Some were saying 6 to 30. But unfortunately, even if you get 51, aggregate 51, you will get the chance to even go to Yasantua girls. They were just placed anyhow. And I think it was really bad.
Oh,
But they were saying they
those ones
wanted
are
to
protocol.
increase
Those ones are
literacy
protocol.
rates and all that.
Exactly, protocol.
Yeah, those ones are
Because,
protocol.
you know,
Not
that
wasn't placement.
the idea, what you just said, Fatima, that
Yeah.
if you get up to a certain grade, then you will enjoy it. I think because there was no blueprint for the free SHS, that was why there was a lot of confusion and a lot of how do you call it, politics surrounding
I
this
agree.
whole thing.
Because they ended up pushing everyone. Even if you
Yes,
failed, you
everyone,
will
people
go.
were just
Yes.
going, like, it was for the masses.
You can say that again.
Obia to Nikobe.
Everyone was just going, and education became so cheap.
Yeah, because even some were even in class with their with their mothers, they're like 40 years and above. Okay, me, my time I was in school, my senior, when I saw my senior in school, I thought like he was a housemaster. Yeah, because he was also acting like a housemaster too. So that was the first. And and also too, I met one guy. He was my mate, but he looked like he was really grown, beard and everything. So I thought, this guy, the housemaster, but he was controlling me to the next day. I saw him in class with me. I was like, the way, but well, it's cool.
Yeah. Oh, okay. You guys. Oh, wow. I think these are some of the things that should be considered when this new administration said they were going to look into it and review it. I think it was laudable because the whole thing was just cloudy for me personally. The free SHS was good, but it was cloudy for me because there was no blueprint. We didn't know how. But right now, you telling me that there was this. I never knew because I got confused with the education in Ghana because I don't know when they are vacating. I don't